bringing you back here to Williams Gymnasium after a long run of technical difficulties. We're now around 2 minutes left in this third quarter of play. And the Seahawks have shown a couple signs of life through the quarter, but it's basically been all Stanwood Spartans. As the scoreboard would tell you, 38-12, the Seahawks find themselves down by 26 here as we make our way towards the fourth and final quarter of this basketball game. And Cameron Kerr has really been the only player for the Seahawks putting together offensive opportunities. She's done most of the heavy lifting on that side of the ball, as well as defensively. As you see, still working here. Dunham on the outside. Morgenthau is going to take this one, and the layup's good. That one will fall, so
going to a
couple
replay.
points there as Barrett knocks the fade away. Here's Kerr. She's going to take this three head on. Can't find it. Depew pushing the pace here near the sideline. And that ball from Almanzo went straight to the hands of Bickley. And now it's Kerr driving. Struggling, almost got the rebound, but it's Almanzo with the ball. The tip from Kerr sends the ball out of bounds, but possession will remain with Stanwood. Perkle and Brienne Morgenthau are coming in for the Seahawks.
So also checking back in is number 11, Rosie Hudson.
Looking for Barrett. She'll take the quick jump shot and find 2 points. Kennedy being challenged well by Depew. Not ready to give it up though. Morgenthaler here on the corner. Barrett almost had it. Morgenthaler tried to break through. Foul called on Barrett. Hudson gets it to Kennedy, and now Perkle facing the pressure of the shot clock. Dunham can't even think about getting the shot up from the double team pressure by Barrett and Depew. And that will mark the end of the third quarter. Stanwood finds themselves up 28, 42-14 is the score. We'll come back in just a few to wrap up this game.
The Action Club is a club for adults with disabilities. Every second Saturday of every month, the club holds an e-recycling event at the Frontier Building Supply at 1911 Commercial Avenue in Anacortes. You can recycle your computers, monitors, laptops, tablets, and televisions. The money collected from the e-cycle is used in several ways to benefit community service projects.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Remember, an unanswered call is no complaint at all.
Pretzel crust is bag of Little Caesars.
Yep, people loved it so much they brought it back. They actually listened to their customers.
We're not Big Pizza, we're Little Caesars. And pretzel crust is back with a cheddar cheese sauce and a soft pretzel crust for just $6.
Pizza, pizza.
So, good news and bad news for all you watching at home. The good news is our broadcast is alive and well, and we're ready for the fourth quarter of action that's just begun. Bad news, Seahawks are down big, and they've only got 8 minutes to try and make up for it. 3-point attempt here, no good by Stuns. But the offensive rebound and putback for Cook. Gets her 2 and a foul. 3-point opportunity as the lead increases to 30 for the Spartans. She'll complete the and one play, get 3. Kennedy trying to work something inside, shake by Brager. Kicks out to Hudson. Now Hudson trying to barrel inside. She's triple teamed. And she's not going to find any room to pass, shoot, or really even hold on to the ball.
Down to fouls, number 3, Ava Cook, third personal
That
foul.
triple team
17 foul.
got a foul called
Checking for the
on
Seahawks
Cook.
is number 21, Cameron Kerr.
And Hudson will now go to the line to shoot 2.
Hudson's up the line, shooting 2.
First one falls, and she'll get the second shot. And she goes 2 for 2 at the line. As the refs double check before this inbound comes. Stuns gets it to Sanaford. Nice swat from Kerr. Of course, Stanwood will keep the ball here. Brager to inbound. Here's Legg, getting her first few minutes of the bout. Brager drives by. Nice feed to Cook. No shot falling, but the foul called. At the line for 2 is Ava Cook.
Seahawks foul number 13, Brianne Morgenthau. First personal foul, 15 foul. Cook is at the line, shooting 2.
Can't get the first one to fall.
Checking in for the Seahawks is number 15.
We'll see the younger Morgenthaler come in for Brianne. That's the sophomore Reese. Bounce back shot. Cook gets it to fall. And we're back at a 30-point lead for Stanwood. Hudson's going to take this 3-ball. Can't get it. Kennedy trying to force that offensive rebound. But Cook comes away with it and gets it to Brager. Here now.
30 basketball, possession, Seahawks.
Ref calls a carry on Sanaford, and it's Seahawk ball. And we're going to get an Anacortes timeout. So now with about 6 minutes left, down 46-16, the Seahawks are facing a seemingly insurmountable comeback. Nevertheless, they want to play these 6 minutes out with everything they've got and leave this game with most likely a loss, but still pride.
Yeah. It's going to take a miracle to even tie on this. I don't even think that would be possible. Quite the turnaround the Seahawks would have to make here to even have a chance at winning.
And
and don't want to be a negative representation of the abilities of the Seahawks. No. It's just the Spartans are
Right.
absolutely everywhere all the time, and it's so. I can't even imagine what it would be. I can't even imagine what it's like for the Seahawk players at this time during this game, because it's just absolutely insane to watch.
Cameron Kerr can't get the first shot. Challenging Brager for the rebound. And now challenging Almanza. Excuse me, Ava Cook.
Possession with the Seahawks.
Cameron Kerr gonna get that foul called for possession to the Seahawks. As the refs talk things over, I'd like to bring up the fact that probably one of the most demoralizing things for the Seahawks throughout this game has been the turnovers. You know, the Spartans have been aggressive. They've gotten some fouls called, as of the Seahawks. That's fairly even. But really, defensively, the Spartans have not only wound the shot clock down for Anacortes, but they've gotten a lot of turnovers, which they've turned into points on many fast break opportunities. So well done by the Spartans on both sides of the ball, forcing turnovers and turning the turnovers into baskets. Brager looks inside. Kennedy reads it well, snuffs that one out. Hudson trying to find Morgenthaler inside with a bounce pass, but that bounce will just send it out of bounds.
Ava Depew, number 25. She's on Depew. Also checking
We'll see a substitution. The senior Ariana Bickley coming in as Perkle exits. Brager gets this one to Depew, who defers back to Brager. Here's Stanza with the jump shot and a swish by Stanza. Excuse me, stuns. I was thinking of a paragraph in poetry, but that wasn't actually the right last name. Here we'll see a turnover going to the Spartans. Ref's gonna talk this one over for a moment. And really, when you think about it, it's about 8:17 right now. This has been a really quick game, in all honesty. Just over an hour since start time. Normally these games, you're looking at maybe hour and a half, maybe up to 2 hours. But we're just over an hour right now, and the clock continues to wind down about halfway through this last quarter of play. Here's Kerr up top. Kennedy gets it back to her, trying to find her way around Barrett. Foul called.
Stanwood foul with number 53, Vivian Barrett. Third personal foul, 18th foul. Kerr's at the line, shooting on the line. Checking in for Stanwood is number 4.
See a couple substitutions here for Stanwood, Swinton, and Almanza to replace Stuns, not Stanza, and Brager. First shot will go for Cameron Kerr, so she'll get the second one. Or at least a chance for it, which she capitalizes on. Here's Barrett up top. And Swinton's gonna take the three-baller. My goodness, Latana Swinton drops it in the bucket perfectly for three. Morgenthaler trying to get something going inside. Can't finish. And a turnover called by the ref will get the ball to the Spartans.
It's at times like this you love to see the AHS student section, because even when the going gets tough and even when the Seahawks are behind as much as they are right now, the student section and the cheerleading squad will always be there to support them. It kind of reminds me of my days as a cheerleader. I don't know if you know this, but I was a cheerleader myself. Not the best by any means, but it was still pretty fun.
Well, I thank you for the plug, Riley, because it is important to recognize the cheerleaders. They do a lot of work, whether it be in basketball or in football in the spring season. So, yeah, kudos to them for being out here tonight and keeping smiles on their faces, keeping their enthusiasm high after the Spartans just continue to bring the hammer down on the hometown Seahawks.
And it's especially nice to see this level of support for girls basketball. It really feels like this is going to be the season where girls basketball kind of begins to leave the shadow of boys basketball, where it's lived for quite a long time, much to many's dismay.
Yeah, a very interesting point you bring up there, Riley, because when you compare the teams in the past, a lot of the star power has been with the boys' side. Not to say that they don't have any this year, but you're seeing stars begin to emerge on the girls' team. Cameron Kerr, an obvious person to bring to the spotlight. Her other junior tandem, Aaron Kennedy. They're really some of the crucial players for this team, and we've seen it tonight. Pretty much all from Cameron Kerr, and now the ball will go back to Stanwood. Bit of miscommunication there between Almanza and Depew. And Anacortes will get the ball back here. We'll see a couple substitutions for Stanwood. Stuns and Jasmine Legg coming in. Here's Kennedy. Inside it's Kerr. She'll find a good look and grab two. Beautiful feed, can't finish, that's Depew, but nevertheless, great vision from Swinton. This ball a little too far for Jasmine Legg. Had an opportunity to intercept it. But it'll go out of bounds in favor of the Spartans anyway. Here comes Swinton. Getting a little tricky with a feed here on Kennedy, or at least trying to. Nice play from Stanwood.
Ooh,
no points scored, but the foul called. Not to interrupt you, Riley.
Almost.
So Depew will go to the line here.
Seahawks foul number 15, Reese Morgenthaler, second personal foul, 16 foul. Depew's at the line, shooting two.
And the first one will fall for
Checking in for the Seahawks, number
Depew.
22, Riley Purple.
No good on the second one. 1 for 2 at the line goes Ava Depew. Kennedy tried to send that one far for Perkle, and she fails to curl it in. Swinton coming up court, taking her time here as we've reached under 2 minutes in this game. Obviously, the Spartans have no reason to rush offensive play. Up by 34, they're hands down guaranteed to come out of this with a win at this point. Nice cutback from Kerr. Can't finish for 2. Now it's Leg hustling to get back offensively. And she'll mess with the ball a little bit to get Perkle a steal, and now it's Morgenthaler. There you see an example, not a ton of these we've seen thus far, but a few where an Anacortes Seahawk looks like they're going to have an opportunity to just rush through the lane, put a shot up, and it seems as though on multiple occasions they've gotten slightly gun-shy shooting the ball, and they don't want to finish. They just look to pass outside.
Yeah.
Foul called here on Bickley, so Depew will get 2 chances at the line. The other Depew, that is. Ava got him last time. Now it's Cezanne.
4th personal foul, 17 foul. Depew's at the line.
She'll knock down the first, just as her sister did last time around. Can she rewrite her own narrative and get both here? She cannot. Kennedy moving with some speed here. Shot clock down to 7. Nice feed inside to Kerr, and the and one
And
is
she
called.
gets it, ladies and gentlemen.
Again, whenever the Seahawks look to have lost all signs of life, Cameron Kerr comes in and saves the day. What a beautiful play by the Seahawks, and a great finish from the junior Kerr.
If the Seahawks are going to go down, they're going to go down swinging.
Got her own rebound, but gives it up to Leg quickly afterward. Inside now, sort of blindly took the shot. Avery Stuns that was, and somehow came up with 2. 10 seconds left on the clock. Cameron goes inside, can't finish. And with 5 seconds left, I'd be surprised if the Spartans put a shot up here. They will not. 57-22 is your final score. Stanwood Spartans on the road come up to Anacortes, get the job done handily to give the Seahawks their first loss of the season and the Spartans their first win. Strong showing from both teams, but obviously a lot stronger in the eyes of the Spartans. How do we think of that? What do we think of that game?
I'm really excited to see where the Spartans go from here, personally. Just in that showing alone, like this is probably the first time I'd ever seen the Spartans in action, yet alone to this absolute insane caliber. This was quite the show.
It was, and not to speak too much about the opposing team. Of course, we are Seahawk fans here. But yeah, a really strong presence by the Spartans. Obviously, Vivian Barrett in the paint a lot, but on the perimeter, great play from a multitude of players. Brager, Swinton, Sanford at times, and both of the Depew sisters. So all around, the Spartans put together a strong lineup. Of course, in opposition, the Seahawks find themselves kind of in a different place. Cameron Kerr did most of the heavy lifting tonight, and out of the 22 points scored, I don't know exactly how many went to her, but it was definitely a majority. So the Seahawks are going to want to work on spreading the ball more, getting the ball to more players than just Kerr and also Aaron Kennedy at times. But with that said, we're going to go ahead and close this out. So a big win for Stanwood and a disappointing loss for the hometown Seahawks. We'll see if they can bounce back in the coming games. Boys basketball tomorrow night. Be there in the gym if you'd like to. And that's all for us, folks. Take it easy.